So let's talk about 3-string fretless cigar box guitar. 3-string fretless, guys, can only function in one key at a time. What I mean when I say one key, I mean a key and all of its parallel keys. For example, if I tune a CBG to C, G, C, I can play in C major, C minor, C Dorian, C Phrygian, C Mixolydian. The mode that you're playing is implied by what melodic notes you choose to play, or if you're accompanying yourself while singing, or you're accompanying an acoustic instrument, what melodic notes the melodic instrument is supplying. You could also play songs that feature modal mixture very easily with this type of tuning, which makes playing some classic blues tunes very, very easy. For example, a song that I know that contains modal mixture is You've Got to Move, which is an old spiritual which was made popular by Mississippi Fred McDowell, who was an incredible slide guitarist and vocalist and blues composer. He also wrote the song, which was popularized again in the 90s by the movie Who Framed Roger Rabbit, Why Don't You Do Right? He wrote that song. So here's We've Got to Move, which features modal mixture. In this song, flat 3, and again I have my scale degrees on the side of my fretboard so that I can find them easily. Alright, so this song features, this is Do, it features Mi in the melody, but it features Me in the accompaniment, which is flat 3. So it features 3, major mode 3 in the melody, but it features flat 3 in the accompaniment. Probably remember this guy from last week. Got to Move, featuring the modal mixture of scale degree 3 in the melody and flat 3 in the accompaniment. Just so you could hear the difference between the two, scale degree 3, I'll play them both in the upper string. This is Do, Mi. This is flat 3, which is happening in the accompaniment. All right. So that's an example of a song that features modal mixture, which is very easy to do on these instruments. So in that song, both a major key and the parallel minor was featured at the same time. What defines a key as being major is having a major mode 3, a major third between scale degree 1 and scale degree 3. Minor key is defined having a minor third between scale degree 1 and scale degree 3. And in a lot of these blues tunes, you get both happening simultaneously in the melody and in accompaniment. Let's find out what particular key we're in right now. And I'm going to open up Pano Tuner. Android users and Apple users, you will be able to find Pano Tuner. Pano Tuner is not a guitar tuner, it's just a fundamental frequency tracker. Okay, there we go. Pano Tuner, fundamental frequency tracker, which is all we need to tune to the right key on these one-key cigar, fretless cigar box guitars. Let's see what key this guitar is in right now. This CBG is currently tuned to a D sharp or E flat. So the song that I just played was both in E flat major and E flat minor. When I attended my first Song Farmers meeting, the majority of the players there were guitarists, and of course most of the songs that they played were in keys that are easy to pick out on the guitar. G major, D major, C major, A minor, E minor, D minor, those. E flat major, I mean, for a real guitarist, for an expert guitarist, not a big deal, but for amateur players just getting together and having a good time, it wouldn't be a popular key to tune to. But since I'm just playing alone by myself right now, I can be in E flat major and E flat minor all I want. Okay, so now let's talk about tuning to a specific key so that you can play with other people. Let's focus on the keys that that guitarists like to play in. Amateur guitarists like me, easy keys to play on the guitar, because you're probably going to be playing with a lot of guitarists with your CBG. Now this guy right now, he's on an E. Another popular key for guitar is D. D major, D minor. Alright, so I'm going to use Pano Tuner to tune down, and I'm just going to focus on tuning the first string, the lowest string, with Pano Tuner, and then I could use the do sol do method to find the pitches that I need for the other strings. We just need the first string and then we're ready to rock. So I'm going to be watching Pano Tuner as I tune down. Again, I'm already in E. I'm going to tune down to D. Now I mentioned that we were going to talk a little bit about string limits or string tolerances. When it comes to tuning down, you can tune down to your heart's content. There will be no issues tuning down. There will be a point where you tune down so much your strings sound garbly, and that's where you know, this isn't going to sound so great on this instrument. But you can tune down without a problem, without worrying about popping a string. But the limits for tuning up, I've discovered, are quite rigid. I found that it's safe after a string is well stretched, meaning it's been up to the designed pitch for at least 3 days without slipping. If you're up to the designed pitch without slipping after 3 days, then you're ready to tune up, and the max is a major second. Here I have the chromatic scale, so we can see what a major second is. Minor second is a half step. That's the smallest interval of our tuning system. So between C and C sharp, or C and D flat, if we're going to call it a minor second, between C and D flat, 2 half steps give us a major second, and that's the safe tuning up interval. How do we count up to a major second? Well, we start counting like this. If I want to know what a major second is above C, then I count C sharp D, and the one that I land on 2 half steps up is a major second above C is D. What's a major second above E? Well, half step up from E is F. Alright, and so I count 2 half steps up. F, F sharp. A major second above E is F sharp. Alright, what's a major second above G? I count up 2 half steps. 1, 2. a major second above G is A. All right. Now, I've been able, on really well-stretched strings, push up to a minor third, which is a half step larger than a major second. All right. Minor third is made up of 3 half steps. A minor third up above C, let's count up 3 half steps. 1, 2, 3 is E flat. What's a minor third above E? 1, 2, 3. G. What's a minor third above G? 1, 2, 3. B flat. All right. Again, I've been able to do that on occasion with really well stretched strings, but you're safer to keep the tuning up limit to a major second. Okay, so let's use Pano Tuner. I'm in E, I want to tune down to D. I'm gonna watch Pano Tuner and take this guy down to D. Pano Tuner tells you when you're exactly on the pitch you're shooting for when it shows you a green line above the note. So right now I know I'm exactly on a D, about 73 hertz. All right. Now for my other strings, now that I have D, my new Do, I don't need Pano Tuner. I can tune the rest by ear. D is my new Do, Do, Ti, Do. I need Sol. For that middle, I have a minor 6 above that now. I don't want a minor 6, I want something smaller, I want the perfect fit. Do, Ti, Do, Sol. Some beating going on there. So we used Pano Tuner to get the first string, get that to being in D, and then I just use the Do, Sol, Do method to tune the other things. All right. I really like the sound of this guitar in D. Okay, so now we got a guitar, a CBG in D. Now, if you were playing a set with some buddies, you're probably going to need, rather than going through the process of having to tune or retune your CBG every time you need to play a new song, it'll be much easier if you had another CBG or 2 other CBGs in different keys, so you could just pick up and play. You probably would want to do that if you're doing a show somewhere. You have a few CBGs that are pre-tuned to the keys that you need to play your set. Dulcimer players do it. Why not us CBG players? The next guitar we're gonna tune, we're gonna tune it up. Now we're gonna take this guy up to E because he's just a half step away. He's in E flat right now. Let's take him up to E proper. Okay, and then we'll have 2 guitars, tune 2 popular guitar keys. All right, let's take this up a half step. lowest string on this guitar was designed for G3, which is 196 hertz. So we're still well below that pitch it should be on, so we're okay. Now I'm going to use the do sol do method to pick out the other strings. I'm not going to use Pano Tuner for that because we don't need to. We already got our key, the key that we want. This is do, do, ti, do, do. Sing sol up above that. Can you guys do that? Can you pick out the sol? Do. And if you can't pick it out, sing the major scale up to sol, and you'll get the pitch that you need. Do, sol. I'm tuning it up to sol. Your seventh there, take it up a half step to do. This last string is always scary to me, always. All right, we got a guitar in E now. Okay, Chaito, let me see if OBS will trigger my goodbye kitty.